Good evening. My name is Ed Whitley. I am one of the 3 remaining members of the original task force that planned this Riverview Farm Park. Della, Dr. Dawson, and Al, what's Jay's last name?
Jan Graves. Jan Graves.
Jan Graves.
And thank you.
Betty Ann Davis has moved to Williamsburg, and I forgot one other woman, she's moved to Williamsburg, and Corette moved to Suffolk, and one member passed away, and that lives right beside the park, and we had a member from the East End that was on this park, that planned this park. A lot of you really don't know the history of what we went through to design the park. First off, when they first started, it was everybody in Denby Plantation's idea to plant trees and plant flowers and walk away. Dr. Dawson and myself and Corette, we fought to make it a park for the children. The plans was done. They came in. Al will contest to this, will agree with me on this, I hope, that the people from the city came down and told us that they've been told there was not enough park space in the city of Newport News to draw business to Newport News, and that we needed an exceptional park, which we planned. If you take a walk around that track, you'll see a gully or a ravine that was man-made dug that you have nothing but trees in. That's supposed to be a lake where you can hang your kayaks and your canoes for boating. Okay? They dug the hole, and then they said they had to go elsewhere. The plan was a 10-year plan that everything would be completed with the first thing going in, a community center. It would be the first community center that had been built in the city of Newport News since Dory Miller down in the East End. Dave Yancey, which everybody has been talking about proudly tonight, I will not vote for him because he took that community center from the park to have it built on Jefferson Avenue so that he could get his votes to be your delegate in the state. So when you talk about Dave Yancey going to support this group, he didn't support us when he was a council member. So how do you expect him to support us now, unless he's looking for votes throughout the city to be re-elected?
Sir, he's never been on council. Not David Yancey.
It was, I thought it was David Yancey.
No. He's
You
never.
gotta work who's in office.
Uh-huh,
But he's never been on city council.
okay. Well, my apologies.
You know, I'm
But
clarifying.
I apologize. It's been 20 years since we did this.
Yeah.
I brought tonight and presented to this group the plans that we were given when we first started drawing, when we first drew this park up. Okay. Again, the first community center was supposed to be built at Riverview Farm Park.
I
This-
think who you were talking about was the person who really pushed Midtown, which is not in the central district,
Right.
was, what's his name, the person whose seat I took, Haskins, Bill Haskins.
Okay.
I think that's who it was.
My apologies.
I'm just saying that he was on council for quite a long time.
My apologies on
That's
that
all
one.
right, no problem.
After 20 years, you get old, you make mistakes.
I hope you will renovate that and get it going again,
Yeah.
what your plans were.
Then, the second one was to be built at Riverview. Beachmont? Denby. The Denby Community Center has been built. And now the talk is that they won't put a community center in Riverview because of the one up at Denby.
But it's not accessible to hardly anybody in this area.
Correct. They came to us when we was a task force and said, we want to build the gymnasium where they built it. But they didn't, but it wasn't planned to be there. That was planned to be the garage for the trucks to take care of the park. A mechanics space to take care of the trucks and vehicles to take care of the parks. At that time, the two of us, Doc and myself, argued that that should be built where the community center is and continue on building off of that for the community center, to get the community center built. They said, no, we'll put the cement down and it will be for the trucks. And then when we get the community center built, we'll move the trucks over there. When they took us for the tour through, I'm almost finished. When they took us to the tour through, they had only put enough cement down for gymnastics. You cannot drive heavy trucks on that. So I trust Pat with all my heart. Dave, I do not know you, but I did vote for you this time. Okay? You do me wrong, I'll vote you out. But to let you be known, I do not trust anybody on this city council.
Except for Pat and maybe Dave. It's 10 of 9. We probably need to bring this to an end. I did want us, one idea we've been kicking around is having some kind of a regatta out there right by the land. Who has a boat or a rowboat or a canoe or a kayak and would like to be part of that? If any of you would like to be part of that or know people that would, any kind of cabin cruiser, sailboat, whatever, we'd love to get, 50 boats out there or something and get the daily press there. So if you're interested, let me know. Adrian, do you have some closing remarks? First, I want to say thank you to these two for coming. Spending 2 hours with us. Thank you so much.